Let's go gonzales. Introduce yourself.
Is it better like this or like this? Okay. My name is William Gonzales. I'm running for Senate, District 13, which is from Lisbon Park to Yuma. The reason why I'm running is because basically I'm pretty ticked off. Ticked off usually gets things done. Why am I ticked off? Well, let me see. Our government puts us second. When they tell us to can't pray, but we're going to allow the Muslims to pray.
Yeah.
This is our backyard, right?
Bad.
Why should we, who pay taxes, who are Americans, I mean, we are Americans. Why should we take a back door or a back seat and let the Muslims pray? We can't do that. Illegals. We got a big problem with illegals.
Right.
And this is something we can't ignore. These guys don't want to invest in our way of life. We're spending a lot of money speaking in their language in schools. You go on down to certain fast food restaurants that are answering in Spanish. If you don't believe me, on 59th Avenue in Camelback, there's a Burger King over there. That's exactly what they do. So I left that. Anyway, so let me tell you a little bit about myself, okay? I'm going to read off my file here so I believe it now. I was born in Biloxi, Mississippi, and there are 7 children of us. I'm dead center, I'm number 4. 3 above, 3 below. 2 brothers and 4 sisters. While I was growing up, you know, we got a lot of spankings back then. I want to talk to you about that for a second, okay? The reason why we have problems now is because this, you can't touch your children. What's that called? If you spank your kids, you get called.
Corporal punishment.
Exactly. So a lot of parents don't want to spank their children disciplined because they don't want to have child support services come over, the police officers get you for child abuse. Now, I think this is the reason why the world is going in the direction it is. Now, they promised us change back in the 80s, or actually not even Bill Clinton got on board. Change didn't work. It got worse. Okay? So anyways, I just want to clarify that even with spankings, how we grew up. Every one of my brothers and sisters and I are law-abiding citizens because of that. Mom and Dad spanked us. It was just a way of life back then. It was another form of love, what I was told. I didn't feel no love in spankings. So, after that, you know, I went ahead and joined the military because I knew I wanted to go to college. The only way I was going to go to college is I had to figure it out. I looked at my little sisters and I said, no, I can't have Mom and Dad pay for my college, not theirs. So I joined the Army. And they kept handing me these great assignments, which I took. And I found out, you know, 3 years, 6 years, 9 years. After the 9th year, you're a lifer. So that was it. You're stuck. So after that, I educated myself with the GI Bill. And, you know, all my accomplishments, I look back at my roots, and it was from Mom and Dad's upbringing. The morals and values of God. And God was very important in my life. Because you got to have guidance. No matter where you go or what you do, if you are married and you have your own house, somebody's going to be boss. You're going to follow the rules. It might be the woman who wears the pants, or you wear the pants, she tells you the colors. It doesn't matter how they say it. Somebody has rules and you're going to follow them. And the biggest rule right now for us is God, okay? Because I can promise you all this. We're all going to die. And when we die, there's one man we're going to answer to, and I'm going to go up. We all want to aim to go up, not down. So just keep that in mind. That's why God is important to us, okay? So I decided to run for office because I was pretty upset with the government stuff, the way people are going. One of the things that they use is the, what's that term called? Hold on a second, we're doing it for you right here. The diplomacy card, okay? That actually gets nothing done. That's just, we're just going to buy some time. We really don't know what we're going to do with this problem, so we're going to buy some time. Like, what's his name said before me? I forgot his name.
Ted.
You know, he was absolutely right about the problems we have right now. And they don't really want to face it. They always got us on the defensive end instead of going in there and attacking, being on the offensive side. He's absolutely right there. Okay? So I'm pretty upset about that. Number 2, a lot of these folks, they're making bills that aren't even constitutional.
That's right.
And before they even make a bill, they must have to know the U.S. and the state constitution. You're wasting taxpayers' time and money. Talking about that right there, an idea right there costs us taxpayers a lot of money, right? Then we taxpayers got to bail them out by their mistakes. Obamacare. Who in here really feels that Obamacare was a good deal? How about show of hands? Anybody? Nobody raising their hands. You're absolutely right. My mom told me yesterday, Social Security cut her check by $44, and her insurance went up by $86. It's not good at all.
Nope.
So Obamacare didn't work. That idea, down the drain, okay? The other thing I really consider these is how the people, we have illegal problems here. This politically correct thing has to go. Tell it the way it is. You are not undocumented migrant workers. You are illegal.
That's right.
Every country where I've been, and I've been to a lot of countries in this world, I had to have a status of forces agreement stamped on my military face. If I did not have that, I would really be in trouble. I can promise you this, if you went down to Mexico right now, you're fishing around there in Baja California, you get stung by jellyfish, you go to the hospital, they're going to want money first before they work on you.
That's right.
Over here, we take everybody.
Yeah.
Who pays for it?
We
Us
do.
U.S. citizens. Again, we're taking the back seats. And we really need to take care of us first. I'm a firm believer in that. I'm tired of our government telling us, no, we'll go ahead and take care of them problems. You're going to pay for it, taxes, don't worry about it. We have the funds for that. Well, that money is for us. Homeless. We have a lot of homeless people out who did best in our way of life. They're homeless now. What does the government do? They don't care. They much rather pay another country something or take care of other countries or people from other countries over here before they take care of their own invest in our way of life. The illegals don't want to invest in our way of life. They send all the money back home. They try every way they can not to pay taxes. And if they do, they don't file taxes. People I know don't. I got a lot of relatives. And I tell you, half of them are from Mexico, and they don't live over here. They don't talk bad about over here, but they don't want to come over here. Okay, so that should tell you something like that. The other thing, education. Education is very important. And right now, we all know Arizona is not at the top of the list.
Right.
I mean, we have one of the wonders, several wonders of the world right here, the Grand Canyon. This is an awesome state. We have 3 bad months of hot heat. I mean, it is extremely hot over here. But if you get under a tree, you're good to go. But the 3 months over here, I mean, is a miracle on the cross. But, we should have at least something we can stand for other than one of the 7 wonders of the world. Education, we do have the knowledge, we do have the people, we really got to bring that up. How are we going to do that? 1% from 100 men is far greater than 100% from 1 man. 1 man cannot do it alone. We all have to get rid of these liberals, Democrats. Well, I can't say Democrats are bad. I do know some pretty good ones. But we've got to get some folks who really care. Who really want to do something with our way of life. Because it's their way of life too. And their children and their grandchildren. God made babies to let the world know that the world will go on. That's his proof right there. And what we do now, the choices we make, will dictate the way our life is going to be and the life of the future. Now, it's true, every time we get an elected official, things change. Lately, it's been changing for the worst. I mean, God, we can't even say God anymore.
Right.
You can't say in God we trust or one nation under God. Are you kidding me? Barack Obama passed a law. He signed this into a declaration maybe a month ago about taking God out of our speeches and stuff. You can't even talk about God or religion in our government buildings. However, if you're Muslim, we don't care. Why?
Because he is.
Exactly. I'm sick and tired of our government putting us second. It's time to get elected officials up here stand up for us. We need to be put first. That's why I'm running. That's why I'm ticked off. I want to put Americans first. Every time they say, no, we're going to turn our backs on it, I'm going to stand up and say, no, I don't think so. Before you do that, we're going to give us all of our rights back. The government that governs the least is the best government ever. We got too much government out there.
Right.
You got laws out there right now being written to enforce laws already under us. They don't even want to enforce laws. They choose which laws to enforce. What am I talking about? Hillary Clinton. How many people think that those emails are bogus? Anybody? FBI is a big entity. These guys are good at their jobs. These guys saw a lot of things that we can't. These guys have knowledge, they have power. And if you have these folks on her, you know something big's gonna happen. And all these emails that she says, no, that's not true, they were never classified. And then they're finding out by her constituents where she emailed it saying, erase this secret and just pass it on. I mean, we've got her on a lot of things. Why is she being indicted? This is another person why, who I don't want to see in office because of those lines. We have so many people in office right now who are just like her. This is one of the reasons why I'm running too. Get rid of them folks. I'll call them out the way it is. Somebody needs something like that in office. That's one of the reasons why I'm running. The other thing that I'm upset about is HOAs. In my district right now, HOAs, wow, these guys really think they're peace officers. They're just an entity, error duplication entity. You know what that is? Make sure your place looks nice. That's it. If you don't, we'll give you a warning. But instead, these guys want to go ahead and start writing citations, trying to take away your property. They don't own anything. They do not own a piece of thing on that property.
Right.
The streets are not owned by HOAs. They are owned by the county.
Right.
And if they give you a ticket to park in front of your house, if you have a guest, and they give you a ticket, I mean, that's not free. See, these are the things that I'm finding out in my district right now that's having problems, and I need to correct that as well. So a lot of folks don't even know about that right there. The other thing that really upsets me right now also is the veterans.
Yes.
We have a lot of veterans out there. You heard about the big whistleblowers here in Phoenix. It started right here in Phoenix. It's still a problem. Now, I don't used to be gay. I can't really speak good or bad about them. I really don't know. I can only tell you what I read, and what I've read is what you guys read too. And they got problems everywhere. The government made us a problem. Hey, come on over here, serve our country. We're going to start a fight, but you're going to fight for us. Don't worry, if you get hurt, we'll take care of you. Is that really true? I don't think so. I'm sure one of us has a relative that has an issue with the VA, or somebody's not willing to do proper treatment and stuff. You would hear things like, the guy went in with a bad left knee, they operated on the right knee.
Yeah.
I mean, these are ridiculous stories, but they're true. Isn't that crazy? So, these are the reasons why I'm running stuff. We need to take care of our people, put our American people first, our U.S. citizens first.
Right.
Everybody else, we don't hate the illegals. Right now, we just got to take care of us. We've got to put ourselves back up on top. This state right now is not sitting on top. We should be sitting on top. And that's why I'm running for office, because I want to make sure I'm heading in the right direction, not only for me, my children, grandchildren, and yours too. It's not all about me, it's all about us. We the people. United we stand, divided we fall. Now, in conclusion, I'll finish off with this saying this right here. 1% from 100 men is far greater than 100% from one man. So I can't do it alone. I want to need everybody's help on this. You speak, I listen. That's the way it should be, and that's the way it's going to be if I do it. When I do it. Okay? Okay, thank you.